Thank you for choosing Burlington Subaru for your shopping needs. I'm Trey Light, the Internet Sales Manager here for Burlington Subaru. Today I'd like to give you an in-depth look at the 2011 Subaru Forester. I'd like to start with the 2.5X alloy wheel value package. The alloy wheel value package adds to the 2.5X just simply that. The 16-inch alloy wheels instead of having the 16-inch steel wheels. And it also adds the side rails, so you can add any of your equipment by getting the crossbars for kayaking, skiing, biking, whatever you enjoy doing for the outdoors. Outside of that, those are the two items that are offered. So let me show you more about the 2.5X. This is, for a lack of better terms, is the base model, but even as a base model, you get a lot of standard features. You get the power windows. It's got the auto drivers down, window lock, so if the kids are in the back seat bugging you with their windows, you can lock them right out. It's got the manual seat. Use it just like a pump to bring the seat up, and then as a pump to bring the seat down. Front and back, recline. Of course, the seat belts are height adjustable as well. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let me show you some of the interior features. And we'll go now that we're on the inside of the 2.5X, just show you some of the standard features, which you'll see even on other makes and models in the market. You don't get these features on their base model. This one, you get the opportunity to brighten and dim your dash. You have your electronic mirrors, so they are power mirrors, not manual. Automatic headlights. You have the wipers, intermittent, also intermittent wipers for the rear, so you're getting both of those, and then also cruise control is a standard feature. Moving over, not turned on at the moment, but you do get an outside temperature gauge. You also have a clock. Your single disc CD changer, find your presets, set them in, your radio. It's pre-wired for satellite radio, so if you'd like to add a satellite radio, you certainly can and listen to your favorite tunes from there. But also it has a menu button. If you press the menu, it has speed-sensitive volume. So what's nice about that is, as you speed up, the volume gets real loud, but as you slow down, it brings the volume back down. So what's nice about that is, jump in the car the next morning, it won't blast you out. Standard features from there, your hazard lights, your heating controls, also rear defrost. We're sitting in the automatic, which is an option for the 2.5X. It normally comes standard as a 5-speed manual transmission, so you can still get the all-wheel drive with the manual transmission. This one has the sports shift, so you can control the shifting on your own if you're in that inclement weather and want to slow the car down with the transmission versus the brakes. As we move towards the center armrest, it does slide forward, give you a little more rest from there. But what's great on the inside, when you open this up, this little carrier pops right off. You can slip it right over into the side door. Be like a little place to put your tissues and things from there. This little piece pops right out and slides to the front and gives you a place to set files, your purse. But for those of you that have the updated technology of an iPod or an MP3 player, you can jack it right into there and listen to through the car stereo. So you can definitely have your different media to listen to on the Forester. So even though this is a base model, you still got a lot of standard equipment, side impact airbags, side curtain airbags, dual stage deployment of the front airbags. The driver's seat is actually sensitive for your position to the steering wheel, and then the passenger airbag is actually weight sensitive to the upper torso of the body. Be careful, don't set anything heavy in there, it'll tell you to turn on that seatbelt. Let's go ahead and jump into the back seat, show you some of the features in the back, and I'll see you. We're jumping into the back. You can see the back door opens up. Compared to the previous models to 2009, now that even though we're still in 2011, you can see the back door still opens up very wide, which makes it very nice to be able to carry a child seat in and out if you're transferring from one car to the other. And going back to some of the safety features, what you're going to notice down here, you see a beam coming out of the bottom of the door. Well, what Subaru has done is they added an extra impact side beam, so that's one of the things that helps with that insurance-sensitive highway safety, top safety fix. It goes into the main frame here, so if you are T-boned, you can be protected from there. But check out this space in the back. As one would jump in, you can see the seat was at hip level, so I could slide in very easily. So if you have someone who's a little bit older that has trouble getting out of the vehicles, the Forester's great for that ease of capability from there. Plenty of toe room down underneath the seats, and you can see plenty of leg room after jumping out of the front seat from there. But sitting in the center, even sliding over, 3 people can fit very comfortable in the back. Center armrest, so if it is just the two of you, you can lay right down and look from there. Not much to say except got plenty of room for the kids, and if you're tired of them being in the child seat, kicking you on the back of the seat, this would be the vehicle to help you with that. Continuing with the Forester, showing the different space that you get in the back, but it's one thing that a lot of people have been coming and telling me if they've been driving other makes and models, is they do like the visibility of the Forester. If you do compare this with the Honda CR-V or the Toyota RAV4, the Murano or the Rogue, or anything that's out there from there, even checking out some of the Hyundais, the visibility is huge. Our windows do drop down in the back, so you can see out the back from there. They actually say that you can see a 4-foot child quicker from the back of a Subaru than you can most other makes in the market. But also what's nice is it's just a push button, lift that right up. It's a gate that lifts up versus on some models that lift out. So if you are parallel parked in the city, It makes it a little hard to get into the back. This just pops right up, and you can see it's tall enough if you're standing underneath it to shade you from the snow and the rain out from there. But check out the space in the back. They do use a double wishbone suspension. So being a double wishbone suspension, not only does that help give you a smoother ride, but also if you're hit from the rear end, it lifts the back end of the car up, slides the other one underneath, but also removes the front tires to give you more space in the back. Compare this to the other makes and models on the market. We have built a box. I wish we had an example for you that went from top to bottom, side to side, showing you with other makes and models. The box would slide to the back of the Forester nice and easy, but the other makes and models, the box wouldn't even make it in. So you got a lot more cargo space as well. By looking in the back seats can fold down nice and easy. Just a little pull with the handle down the side. You see it's a 60-40 split. And then also what's nice if you are doing those camping, want to check out the space in the back. Again, I mentioned I was 5'10". Folds right down. And there is plenty of room in the back. So even if you have those large dogs, just like I do have the Great Danes and an English Mastiff, puppy's on the way, can't wait to see them. Anyway, it gives you plenty of space to do all those outdoor activities, take the kids, strollers, and things from there. So definitely plenty of room. A very versatile vehicle for your everyday needs. Well, that was a glance of the interior of the 2.5X with the alloy wheel value package. As we move around, I'm just going to show you some exterior features. Really easy to pop the hood from there. And we'll just come to some of those for you. Very easy to pop the hood. You see right above the emblem, the Subaru stars, but if you remember in Japanese, Subaru stands for Unite. But very easy to pop right up. See it's on the gas-powered struts there, or hydraulics as they like to say. And you can see this is the new engine for Subaru for the Forester. It's the dual overhead cam engine versus the single overhead cam that they had in the 2010. What's nice about this engine is it's a little bit more compact, a little bit more fuel efficient, and then it also runs on synthetic oil. So a little bit length in between from doing your oil changes, so for a long time it does save you on your maintenance needs. Also, the 2010 had the timing belt, the 2011 has a timing chain. Nice about the timing belt is you have to change it at 105,000 miles. The timing chain, you don't have to change it. So there's another expense saved by going with the 2011. Very easy to do the oil change. You see they moved the oil filter right up on top. So easy to get to from there. And you'll see that they've marked things in yellow for the ease and convenience of checking your fluids. Got the fuse box. But then one thing I want you to notice as you're panning through on this engine is if you're not familiar with the Subaru Boxer engine, they're horizontally opposed and set down low in the vehicle, so it gives you a low center of gravity. So even when you're looking at the Forester with 8.7 inches of ground clearance and comparing it to the other SUVs in the market, they have great ground clearance, which helps gives you a good stability control. But just think about if you're in that front end collision engine setting on the bottom, this one goes right down underneath the vehicle, so you don't have to worry about it coming to you into your lap. So another safety thing to keep in mind from there. As we move around, you're going to see it's got the eagle-shaped eyes. So drop this back down. Got a nice solid look on the side. Again, you saw the alloy wheels. On the 2.5X, you get the black-colored mirrors with the black-colored matching door handles. So it just gives it a little unique and subtle look from there. Next, I want to show you about the 2.5X premium package. So let's move over to that one, which is on the dark gray Forester. Now that we've moved over to the 2.5X premium package, the premium package adds over the alloy wheel value package the 17-inch alloy wheels. So you saw there was a 5-spoke. These are actually the 10-spoke. 17s versus 16s, so it gives you a touch smoother ride and also gives you a little more styling look from there. You're also going to notice that they took the mirrors on the cap on the outside and made it body colored matching. So it does match the body color of the car. So whether you go whichever of the 10 colors you choose, those will match. Then they also added the chrome door handles, so it also gives you another look from there. A standard feature is the side rails, so those are going to be standard from there. And then you can also see you have the tinted windows on the back from there. So just kind of glancing around, the tinted windows just give it a nice little look from there. Again, something we didn't touch on earlier, but the PZEV, partial zero evaporations vehicle, just like you know that it burns cleaner fuel, not putting as many emissions out into the environment as you will. 90% cleaner than most cars on the road. As we move around, we're going to jump into the front, and let me show you some of the interior features because there is an upgrade going with the premium package over the base model. So jumping into the premium package, one of the first things that you're going to notice difference is instead of having the manual seat, you actually get a 10-way power driver's seat. So just push the button forward or back to change your leg length. You can also use that same button if you want to tilt the back up or down, the front up or down, or just move the whole seat and just throw yourself up to the roof of the car if you like. And bring it back down, you've got the recline. But what I like best is the lower lumbar. So you do have the lower lumbar support, so you can adjust that against your lower back to make it more comfortable for your seating. which is nice about the all-weather part. The all-weather premium packages, not only on the heated seats does it do the buttocks area, but it does do the lower back as well. So it really makes it nice and comfortable. One thing you're also going to see on this one with the power windows, the power driver's window, not only is it an auto down, but it's also an auto up. So you do have that there for the easy convenience, especially when you're going through those drive-thrus and just want to hit the button and go. Moving on to the inside, you do have your power mirrors, the bright and dimming dash, but you saw all that on the other vehicle. Let's touch base on what's added to this one. You get the audio controls right here on the steering wheel, so you can control your radio from right here. But you're also adding the Bluetooth technology. So if you have a phone that's Bluetooth compatible, you can control all your calls from right here. You don't have to pick up the cell phone, so you can be hands-free. Because of this Bluetooth technology, also what's added to the radio is Bluetooth audio streaming. So if you have a device that is Bluetooth, like an iPad, iPhone, I'm sorry, I'm a little on the new technologies there. I'm still trying to catch up. But anyway, you can actually audio stream your music right into the radio and listen to it from there. So you don't have to do all the different subscriptions with satellite radio and things from there. This also adds USB connectivity. So you can plug in a USB port, charge your iPods or phones and things from there. So that's kind of the big thing that you're going to see difference on this one. I forgot to point out the panoramic moonroof right on top. Right in there. So you got the shade. And move back. I mean, could you really ask for a bigger moonroof than that? Even if you don't open it up, it at least gives you the extra light. Moving towards the back, as we come back. Okay, jumping into the back here, a couple of features that are going to be added different from the base model is there's a little push button here on the left, which takes the back seats and you can recline back and be nice and comfortable and say, chauffeur, take me away. And just be nice and comfortable from there. But also in the back, when you go to this one, I'll slide over to show you. You also get the retractable rear tray. So it adds the cup holders in the back. So not only do you have the cup holders in the door, but now you also have them in the back. So if you do have passengers, they can be comfortable from there. Okay, so that's a quick upgrade on the premium package. Let's move on to the limited, and I'll show you what's added from there. We'll move on to the limited, again showing you the limited in the camellia red. Some of the exterior features that are added, well, you get the fog lights. Granted, the fog lights are accessories on the other models, but they actually come standard on the limited. Another accessory you'll see here is the front license plate guard, but again, just an accessory. As we move around, you'll hear on the premium package, you'll hear people talk about the premium package or the all-weather premium package. Well, the all-weather premium package adds the heated seats, heated outside mirrors, and windshield wiper de-icer. Well, on the limited, those features are standard. So if you want to have those features, again, standard, the heated seats, heated outside mirrors, windshield wiper de-icer, go with the limited or the all-weather premium package. But what's nice about the limited is you actually add the leather seats. It's perforated leather, makes it a little more subtle, a little more comfortable for you. They breathe nice. You also have the leather wrapped steering wheel and the leather wrapped shifter knob. But also what the limited adds over the premium package, it adds the extra 2 speakers. So instead of having 4, you actually get 6. So you get the tweeters up there, it gives you a little bit richer sound. What's nice about the limited is you're just adding a little bit more luxury to the premium package. So you still get a lot of the same features. This one's actually displaying a rear view mirror, which is auto dimming. The auto dimming mirror is an accessory, so you can always think about that, adding it to the vehicle as well. So again, all the Bluetooth technology is the same, but another feature that's added to the limited that's not standard on the rest of the model lineup, let's run to the back and I'll show you. The other feature that's added to the limited that's not available on any other makes unless you add it as an accessory is the rear cargo tray. So call it carrying those plants around or throwing the mulch in the back. You can have everything protected from there, or even your camping gear, hiking boots, keep the back nice and clean. Again, it's an accessory on the other models, but standard on the limited edition. So there's a quick view of the limited edition. Still a lot of features from there. You're just adding a little bit more luxury. Let's move on to the Touring edition, because the Touring edition adds even more luxury to the limited, if you can imagine that. Now we're looking at the 2.5 XT Touring edition. So I'm going to combine a few Foresters into one, because this one's going to show you the turbo engine, but it's also going to show you what the Touring edition adds to the limited edition in the Forester lineup. So this being the turbo, it's going to give you a little bit different styling on the 17-inch alloy wheels, so it's still the 5-spoke with a little different styling. But being the Touring edition actually adds the integrated turn signals into your body matching colored mirrors. So that's going to be a little different from there. So when you turn on your signal, it gives oncoming traffic, you're knowing your intentions and moving forward from there. But let's go ahead and jump to the front. Let me show you a little bit about the turbo engine. The turbo engine versus the non-turbo. The non-turbo has 170 horsepower, 174 foot-pounds of torque. When you move into the turbo, you're going from 170 horsepower, let me repeat that a few more times, going to 226 horsepower and 228 foot-pounds of torque. So you can see it's set up on top of the engine. From there, you still got that good low center of gravity. Just note in the fall when you're catching all those leaves and that nice functional hood scoop on the front, you might want to clean that out from time to time, but no worries from there. But this is an actual functioning hood scoop to catch that cool air to help pull that turbo down to give that extra boost of power. Let's go ahead and move inside. I'm going to show you a couple of things in there that the Touring adds above the rest of the models, which is kind of fun. Well, now that we're on the inside of the Touring Edition and also being the turbo, let me show you some of the features that I like that are different. One is the dash. When you turn on the key, you can see it lights up, gives you the swinging needles. Gives you the nice red background offset by, to me, what looks like white lights. I'm a little colorblind, so they could be a light blue or a light green. I'll let you make that determination. When you come in to test drive it, you tell me. Down on the bottom, you'll see it's got an actual temperature gauge versus the temperature light that you're noticing on the rest of the Subaru lineup. And what that does is, obviously, you can monitor your temperature. Off to the right, you have your temperature, or your echo gauge. And the echo gauge, what's nice about that is when you do your average gas mileage, just say you're averaging 27 miles to the gallon, if you're getting better than 27, it will go towards the plus side. If you're getting less, it'll go towards the negative. So you can really monitor your gas mileage and how you're driving from there. Obviously, you can see with the dash lit up and the car not started, you have all your different warning lights. I'd be happy to go over the differences from there, but one thing I like to point out, if you can see it, this is a car with a squiggly line. Something we haven't talked about yet is on the Subaru lineup, VDC, Vehicular Dynamics Control, is actually a standard feature, and it's an extra stability control system on top of your all-wheel drive. Come in, I'll give even more details from there. Moving across, again, you got your outside temperature and your clock, but the radio in the Touring Edition actually comes standard with the Sirius satellite radio. Subscription is required, but you can at least have it already installed from there. And then again, this has the Bluetooth audio streaming and a lot more features from there. As you move down, it has dual climate control versus the single climate control that you saw in the Limited. What's nice about this is if you turn off the dual, you can control both sides from just the driver and maintain just the one temperature. But if you turn on the dual, and let's say you as the driver like it around 69 degrees, and let's say the passenger likes it more around 74, 75, you can maintain the two different temperatures. And then of course, if you don't like the auto mode, you can always override it by using any of the buttons down below. So just want to show you those quick insights on the Touring Edition you get added from there. Another couple of neat features, I have to go to the back of the car to show you from there. So we'll touch base in a second. As we jump into the back, you're going to see that, okay, I've got the carpet mats and all that in here. The back seats fold down the same, but the one thing I wanted to show you that's different on the Touring Edition compared to the rest of the Foresters, let's say you're in the back, your arms are loaded up, and you're trying to shove things into the back, it actually has a one-touch button that you can push to fold down the back seats. So instead of trying to crawl around, trying to lift up on that, all you do is pull this little button out, and down goes your back seat. How simple is that? And now the whole back is opened up and you didn't have to move out of the way. So for little things, creature features, that's one of my favorites. So again, just give you an overview, an in-depth look at all the Subaru Foresters. A couple of exterior things that you're going to notice with the Turbo Edition is the Turbo will come standard with the rear spoiler. You can get this as an accessory if you'd like to add it to the other models. And then also that's standard to the Touring Edition is the silver colored side rails versus the black colored rails, so it can definitely stand out from there. Again, this was an in-depth look at the 2011 Subaru Foresters. I'm Terry Light here for Burlington Subaru. I only touched the surface of half the features that you can have on these vehicles. A lot more to go in depth with. I invite you to come down, ask for me or one of my colleagues, and we'll be happy to help out. Again, thank you for choosing Burlington Subaru for your shopping needs.